crypto warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Hey guys, Bix Weir, roadrunner.com with your morning horn of Z's, your sip of tea. All right, a lot of people ask me, okay, so the silver deliveries have been assigned. Not fully. Yesterday, or day before yesterday, was the end of the August contract. So yesterday, notifications went down. I will show you that in a second as far as silver. But everybody's like, oh my God, when's it going to happen? What's happening with silver? Why? I do comment on that. As a matter of fact, if you go to the private road, it's right here. You go down a little bit, and there's private road year zero updates. And then right above that, Ruda's Road to the Future is, I give my take on where we are, where we're going over the next couple months. So go to roadrunner.com and subscribe today. And you'll also get the Jenny Moonstone readings, the Christoph Melchizedek take on the spiritual timeline, and our good friend, Mr. Cliff High, is in the house, a Road to Ruda exclusive on the private road, talking about the future and specifically silver. Really good stuff. Again, go to roadtoruda.com for all the good stuff. I mean, look at all the good stuff we have. And if you go to the archives, it's just unlimited. Thousands of posts. Literally. The Satoshi remote viewing, that, I mean, if you want to curl your toes on knowing who Satoshi is, why don't you just look at the remote viewing? So this is all on the private road. Join today. Hit subscribe today. You get 50 Theta and 50 Theta fuel. That amount will be changing again. Not soon, but when it hits 75 cents is we're going to change it again. It'll go lower. So if you want to get Theta fuel at 50, go for it. People who got it on 100, you're looking good. Again, this is the Michelle White Dove token that she says is going to 1,000, which got us interested. We did our research. Everybody's looking at it now and like saying, oh my God, this is the one crypto to own. So if you don't have a significant portion of it in your crypto portfolio, it's time. You know, a lot of the crypto guys don't really understand the business side of things, and will just skip over. No, I don't get that token. Just show me a price graph, and I'll show you where I want to invest. It's like, it's not about price. It's an underlying token supporting a platform. It's the new internet 2.0, broadband streaming, and oh, by the way, smart contracts. And by the way, it's coming to Coinbase. Definitely, you want to have a significant amount of Theta if you are a crypto investor. And I'm giving away 50 of each, 50 Theta fuel with every subscription or renewal. So definitely go get yourself some Road to Ruda, get yourself some Cliff High. Again, right here, just to prove that he is speaking. Let's go down there and let's have a little bit of a listen.
A system of system into groups of systems that are trying to figure out how to survive basically at this stage.
Okay. Let's jump over to economics. I know that in September, I mean, everybody's starting to get excited about silver because it just started to show some life. You had said in September that silver would be a precursor to more economic chaos, and you actually even said when we're talking about September, we're talking about last September when he gave the private road members again a peek into at the Vegas Litecoin Summit, a peek into the future of silver. So go check it out. Definitely, it's something you want to, if you're interested in silver and you're interested in Cliff High, get on that. And Christoph is amazing, by the way, if you want to know what's going on spiritually. And then Jenny Moonstone with the Gold in the Grand Canyon, she's just on fire, helping us discover what it is, why it is, and all kinds of things. So check it out. Then we have my predictions. All right. Another great post from David Morgan. Go to the Morgan Report. Silver could pass all-time high. Now, David goes through a chart that was posted a while ago, and he goes through how undervalued silver is. how massively undervalued historically silver is, only because of the manipulation, especially in these last few years. This is when the computer rigging happened, and it is just beyond the pale, as they say. Silver should be trading at least over $1,000 right now. Right now. I think it'll blow that by 1-to-1 with gold probably at some point. So go check out David Morgan's. It's called Silver Could Pass Its All-Time High. His YouTube channel is The Morgan Report. All right. So here we have the COMEX first day of delivery. There's about 14,000 contracts that basically have stood for delivery. And I think there's going to be a little more than that. It looks like the numbers didn't quite add up on the how many notifications were given versus how many contracts were taken off the open interest on Friday. There's like 3,000 extra. So it might be where we hit over 17,000. We could hit the all-time high. I don't know. It's kind of squirrely at the end of the month because the demands for silver for delivery come in not all on the same day, but basically over the first 3 or 4 days of the month. So I'll know more Monday or Tuesday about kind of where we stand on deliveries. But an interesting thing, if you look at this chart, and I highlighted some of the things that stood out. Let's go down the list here. You can basically stop when there's issued and stopped. Issued means, hey, people saying, hey, I want my silver physically delivered. And stopped means this is the entity that's the short going into the month. They were short going into the month that's going to have to pony up the silver. Now, Macquarie's been pretty big all along, but look at the BMO Capital. 379 contracts. Now, that might not look like a big thing, but BMO has never been on this list. So it is basically a newcomer to the short squeeze. Now, many of these entities closed out as many as contracts as they could take, taking huge losses, hundreds of millions of dollars in losses last week for the big banksters. Just so you know, so they didn't have to deliver. So they're getting pain on both sides. And the losses won't be seen until they declare the third quarter earnings. But look at BMO. They got dinged with 379 that they kept open for some reason, and it was 1.9 million ounces they owed, which is, in my estimation of where these shorts were put on, probably a loss of $10 million or so for BMO. For a non-participant in the silver market, I guarantee you BMO is now going to, this is their house account too. See the H over there on the left. I'll guarantee you there's going to be a shakeup in the BMO brokerage pit. It's probably like two guys who are in charge of gold and silver and just got way off sides and screwed up and could have lost probably, I would guess, 5 times what the delivery is, so maybe 50 million. So keep an eye out for BMO Capital. Another new one to the list is, believe it or not, Wells Fargo Securities. What the hell's Wells Fargo doing in the physical silver pit, not closing out their contracts? It's because they had a huge loss. It's the house account. Again, Wells Fargo, a licensed bank. We give these banks licenses to print money, and they go gamble it on silver commodities. My estimate is Wells Fargo, just on the delivery of 1.89 million ounces, they lost probably 10 million or 9 million, maybe 40 million overall. What the hell are they doing there is my question. Morgan Stanley, they're pretty much in the market all the time anyway. Then we have JP Morgan. Notice, Ted Butler is brilliant. Ted Butler said JP Morgan will not be delivering any more physical silver into the market on their house account because they've already paid off what they need to pay off vis-a-vis the DOJ settlement. And voila, JP Morgan did not have any house account deliveries or issues. It was just the customer account, but it was gigantic. It was almost half of what was in there, which is 3,800 3,811 contracts issued and stopped 3,020, 800 contracts on the plus side. And you don't know how much of that is wash trading, meaning they're trading with themselves and they're delivering against their own. There's a lot of manipulation going on. But the big thing that stands out is the house account didn't put out any metal at all, which Ted Butler said, yeah, they're done. They've paid off $300 million in physical into the market, and now they are done. So it looks like Ted was right again. The other new one was Barclays. Look at Barclays down there, 463. They had to pony them up, which is over 2 million, almost 3. Is that 3 million ounces? 2,000,005. The reality of these companies that are newly delivering physical silver into the COMEX because they didn't close out their position, that reality is not going to sit well with the risk management group of these companies. So those are the ones I'd say, hey, take a look at. The 3 new players to silver delivery, which means they probably closed out a lot of losses in the past 3 or 4 days. So watch for losses at BMO Capital, Wells Fargo Securities, and Barclays. And it could be substantial. Not sure. And we'll see also, Friday, we probably have close to half of the delivery notifications have been certified, notified. The rest will happen Monday, Tuesday, and then they'll trickle through the month. But there's nothing stopping someone from like Warren Buffett coming in and saying, okay, I want delivery this month. Instant delivery, buy contracts, and then say, I want them delivered. So anybody short silver still is shitting themselves. There you have it. All right. And then, we'll know more on Monday. I'll go through it more Monday. It's starting off great. The bigger thing that happened was the closing out of short positions last week. I think that's where hundreds of millions of dollars in hits happened. And now is just the physical. I think they'll come up with the physical. The physical's out there. So they'll come up with it either by leasing it or buying it off someone outside of the COMEX market that, JP Morgan's probably charging huge premiums for silver right now. They know these people are screwed that are short that don't have the metal. So, hey, you can go buy silver. You might have to pay $100 an ounce for it from JP Morgan, which means more blood in the water for these banks who shouldn't even be participating in silver, if you ask me. Well, that's what I got for you. Again, go to the Road to Ruta. You can join today, 50 Theta fuel. And they get mailed to your front door, so you don't have to be crypto savvy. You just put in your safe with your silver. Like many of the Road to Ruta customers way back when Bitcoin was $200. We were giving away a tenth of a Bitcoin, which is today worth $1,100. So it pays to join the Road to Ruta. This is Bix Weir, roadtoruta.com. I'll talk to you later.